الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رحم الله رجلا سمحا إذا باع وإذا اشترى وإذا اقتضى رحم الله رجلا سمحا إذا باع وإذا اشترى وإذا اقتضى رحم الله رجلا سمحا إذا باع وإذا اشترى وإذا اقتضى. In this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is making a dua, Rahimallahu rajulan. May Allah have mercy on a man who has the following characteristics. Samhan. Samhan comes from as-samah or as-samaha, which is easygoing. The religion of Islam in the hadith is mentioned as being al-hanifiyya to samha, the easygoing hanifiyya, the easygoing religion of Tawheed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not make any difficulty in the religion. وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ. So it's the easy religion or easygoing religion. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, he said to a man who was giving adhan and it was kind of forced how much he was trying to make it sound nice and to give it a melody. So he said, أذن أذانا سمحا وإلا اعتزلنا. He said, give a easygoing adhan or else leave us. So he told him to make it easy, don't force it, and trying to make it extremely melodious, for example. Rahimallahu rajulan samhan idha ba'a. This man is easygoing, idha ba'a. Ba'a yabi'u means to sell something. And they said the origin of the term al-bay' to sell something is يمد كل واحد منهما باعه, that every one of the buyer and the seller puts their hand out. Al-ba' is like the wingspan or the arm. So every one of them puts their hand out, for example, to reach and to grab and to buy and to sell, or they're shaking their hands, for example. So every one of the two puts their hand out, their ba' out, which is the wingspan or your arms. So باع يبيع is to sell something. وإذا اشترى, اشترى يشتري is to purchase something. So this is the word for purchasing. And both of these terms, or actually the last term also, وإذا اقتضى, القضاء is to pay off your debt, and التقاضي is to seek payment of your debt, to collect your debt. So all of these terms, they have a different meaning if you include it as the form ifta'ala. If you include it with the ta in ifta'ala as opposed to fa'ala, you will find that the meaning changes. All of these terms. The more famous usage is ba'a, to sell something, ishtara is to purchase something, and I'll talk about iqtada in 1 second, but these two terms, that's the more famous usage. But the other usage can be used. For example, ba'a can be used as ifta'ala, which would be ibta'a, ibta'a, which means now not just to sell something, but it means the opposite meaning, which is to purchase something. Man ibta'a shay'an, if you hear this in the hadith, it doesn't mean who sells something, it means whoever purchases something. So the meaning becomes the opposite when you make it, instead of fa'ala, ifta'ala. So man ibta'a. Wa idha ishtara, you can also make ishtara from fa'ala instead of being ifta'ala. So if you remove the ta, it becomes shara, shara, yashri. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْرِي نَفْسَهُ. From the people are those who would sell their own selves. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is praising a person who would sell their soul for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It doesn't mean to purchase their soul. It means yashri, to sell their own souls as a way of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَإِذَا اقْتَضَى is the same thing. If you say قَضَى دَيْنَهُ, this means to pay off your debt. قَضَى دَيْنَهُ means that you paid off that debt. اقتضى دَيْنَهُ means that he collected his debt. So all of these words, we have to be careful in the Arabic language what form it's being used in. Otherwise, if we only recognize the root words but we don't understand what's the proper form, we might misunderstand ba'a or ibta'a as meaning the opposite of what the person is trying to say. هذا وصلى اللهم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.